He is Wayne County's top cop, but he was caught not following the law when it came to how he used his county vehicle.
Yeah, state law says you cannot use county resources for things like a political campaign, but that didn't stop Sheriff Benny Napoleon. Tonight, 7 investigator Ross Jones has the final chapter in this long saga. Ross.
Good evening, guys. November 14th, 2013. That is when Sheriff Benny Napoleon told taxpayers he would pay them back for his misuse of a county vehicle. Well, 1 year, 2 months, and 12 days later, he finally will.
I still think it's wrong because I've been singled out. It's the Benny Napoleon rule.
He thinks he shouldn't have to, but Benny Napoleon has finally parted ways with more than $18,000 that county officials long ago told him to repay. The whole headache for Napoleon started here on 7 Action News when we reported on misuse of county vehicles inside the sheriff's department. It was then that Napoleon admitted to us that he used his county SUV, gas, and driver during his run for Detroit mayor. But you were campaigning.
Yes, the president campaigned and he used the plane.
He defended the expenses on camera, but the next day said he'd pay it all back, only to change his mind again. Napoleon said he shouldn't be subject to the law because a sheriff's on duty 24 hours a day, never really off the job. County watchdogs didn't agree, and in October, the county's ethics board voted that Napoleon needed to pay the money back. But he still resisted, appealing to Attorney General Bill Schuette to render his own opinion. In November, he declined. And so last week on the television program Detroit Wants to Know, Napoleon said he would finally pay the money back, even though he thought he was being singled out.
Bob Ficano ran for county exec and drove his car. Mark Hackle ran for county exec and drove his car. Mike Bouchard drove his car when he ran for senator and governor, and no one said anything.
Well, not exactly. We reached out to all three, and here is what they had to say. Mark Hackle's spokesman said his boss never used a county vehicle when he ran for office. In fact, his campaign bought a Ford Escape for Hackle to use so that taxpayers weren't subsidizing his campaign. Mark Bouchard's spokesman said in 2004 and 2010, his boss wrote checks to the county that covered his vehicle usage during the campaign season. And Bob Ficano tells me he only used his county car to attend political events that also had a public purpose. Bottom line here, you cannot use taxpayer money and equipment to run for political office. If any elected officials didn't know that before, well, they sure do now. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.